There's also a story in The Sun, I'll take it with a massive, massive pinch of salt, that Barcelona are interested in Mason Greenwood. The truth about Mason Greenwood is that there is interest in Spain because he's playing well in Spain. And if Mason Greenwood was a young, in his early 20s, Spanish player on the wing for Getafe, Barcelona would be looking at him because he's doing quite well there. So there is interest from Barcelona and other clubs. It's come out in The Sun, basically, that Barcelona are interested in buying Mason Greenwood. The story is ridiculously speculative. If Manchester United are going to spend money in the summer, they need to generate money. If Wan-Bissaka goes to Saudi Arabia for 25 million, that's 25 million. If Mason Greenwood goes to Barcelona for 50 million, that's 50 million as a homegrown player. So, you know, we have to look at those sort of things. Of course we do. Do I think Barcelona are interested in Mason Greenwood? Well, I don't for 1 minute think the Sun have got the exclusive on Mason Greenwood to Barcelona. What we do know is that there are admirers of Mason Greenwood in Spain because he's playing in Spain. And there were admirers of Mason Greenwood 3 years ago before what happened. So I read something 2 weeks ago, and I'll tell you what it was. Man United won't bring Mason Greenwood back because Ineos won't want to go back on what the Glazers said, which is that he's going to go. Now, people would say, well, of course they want to go back on what the Glazers said, but there would still be a movement against Greenwood coming back, and that would be bad PR for Ineos. So they probably won't have him back. And it's easy to get rid of him and bring that profit straight into the club. So Greenwood probably gets sold in the summer. But the article also said if he signs for Getafe or he signs for Atletico Madrid, there may well be protests at those clubs about signing him. I don't agree with that. I don't think that will happen in Spain. I don't know, but I don't get the feeling that there's any issue with him playing for Getafe. And I don't think there'd be any issue with Barcelona fans if they signed him either. So, look, I think there will be interest. If we're going to sell him, the best thing that can happen is loads of clubs want him because you just bump that price up and up and up, and everybody's happy then in that situation. What probably happens with Mason Greenwood, by the way, if he does leave Manchester United and he does go to Barcelona and he does do well, is he probably ends up coming back into the Premier League in 5 years' time for somebody else.